Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to a quick and impromptu live stream, as is the standard way. As you can see, unfortunately, the Rumble one isn't working today. It just won't activate the camera at all, even though the camera is clearly working. So, unfortunately, no longer on Rumble for tonight. We're on StreamYard, so this is only going to YouTube and not to anywhere else. So, if you were watching anywhere else, I apologise for some reason. It just didn't want to work today, but it is still in its beta phase. So, fingers crossed. So, running a poll at the top of this one, asking, do you honestly believe that the police in the UK are impartial? Because I'm about to show you that they genuinely aren't, especially down in London, but we've already known that, but we've got evidence this time, and even more evidence of them, what they actually think and where they actually stand. And then a few minutes afterwards, proving how weak they genuinely are and how confused they are about where they're supposed to stand and what they're supposed to do, which isn't acceptable in any way, shape, or form. Well, just before we go any further, hello to Independent Puppy, Dandy, Sadako, Stuart, Martin, who hit the wrong button. So that's why there's somebody voted yes. It wasn't on purpose. So welcome all of you who are here. It is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Welcome from the USA. And boy, yeah, well, it's what's coming here is coming to you, but at least you can defend yourselves. We're struggling. So, a couple of clips I'm going to play, and then we'll go through what needs to be done. So, the very first clip I'm going to play, originally Paz put it out on his channel. And I was unfortunately otherwise occupied. The entire point of policing is to take sides, but if you mean racially, then say no. Well, this is it. What I mean by impartiality is the police are supposed to judge every situation or approach every situation with impartiality. As they approach it, they're not really going to take one side or the other. They're prepared to tackle it from an impartial stance. Unless, of course, it's blatantly obvious that there is a problem. And then obviously you can't be impartial because it's blatantly obvious as, like the nose on the end of your face. So, as I said, Paz brought this one up, and I'm going to play it for you now. And we'll I'll give it a play, and we'll see how it goes. And, yeah. Now, let me just make sure that I'm in the right position so I can play this. Right then. So, this is some of you may have seen this. This guy's a mental health nurse, and 2 police have been called to this gentleman's house. I'm going to play it, and we'll pause it, and we'll go through it as we go. And of course, I clicked play on the wrong screen.
Hello, my name's Sean. I'm a senior nurse. I work for the NHS.
Yep. Name and number, please, mate.
Yeah, PC Green, Echo Bravo 428.
John Joe, PC Turner, Hastings Police Station,
Thank you.
959.
So what's this about then?
So it was just a few
I'll wait until
concerns.
I'll just get it recorded.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just a few concerns.
Well, before we go any further, this guy is A, very calm, and B, very clever in making sure that he switched his camera on his phone so he could record this incident, because, to be fair, this is unbelievable. It is not right at all.
No, you're right now, sorry.
It's all right.
He's like a mop, he just picks everything up.
It's lovely. What's his name?
Klaus. So why are you here today, sorry? No, you can all sit down, it's not a problem. You've literally just missed the missus and that. They've gone out like 10 minutes ago. Yeah. So what's the issue?
So it was just to, obviously what we've been told, that you might have a few concerns, a few things that are bothering you at the moment.
Since when is that the police's job? Since when is it the police's job to go and worry about some concerns that he has about something? It's got nothing to do with them. If he's not breaking the law, it's nothing to do. But at least he's being civil, they're being civil. But you have to ask yourself, why are they there? This is very worrying. Very worrying indeed.
Yeah.
Whether there's
That's
anything
bothering everyone else in the country right now. So what are the concerns you're here for? Because this is religious discrimination right now, because you wouldn't be knocking on Muslims' doors if they had this conversation. Sorry.
And he's absolutely right there. Because of course they wouldn't, would they?
You know why you're here. So this is religion.
Why do you think we're here?
I don't know. What's the priest told you?
So basically, his priest has dobbed him in. He's gone in confessional, and his priest has dobbed him into the police.
They're just people have raised concerns
What
that-
concerns?
about your views.
What
whether-
views?
Since when is it illegal to have a view? Just a quick one. I mean, we all know, most of you here with us now and myself, we know that certain views aren't allowed anymore. But since when is it illegal to have a view?
That you've got concerns about what's going on in Australia.
Yeah. So I'm an Orthodox Christian. Now you've turned up at my house because I went and see my priest. So I'm going to get you all on film because this is going straight to my solicitor.
Which is absolutely right. Now, by the way, just because this dude here is an NHS mental health nurse. Let that sink in for a moment. Okay, they've sent 2 police officers and this guy, the mental health nurse. Yeah?
So what are your concerns? Is there anything that we can help with?
No, firstly, I don't mean any disrespect to any of you. I don't want to sound abruptive. You can tell me why you're here.
Which is a logical question. Why are they there? Again, this guy is being very calm, very collected, and very sensible.
So I think, as PC Sam's explained, so there was a report about some beliefs being expressed. So the reason I'm here,
So, what is illegal about having a belief?
I work for the NHS, and if you're willing, I'm happy to talk and listen with you.
No, that's
about-
fine.
So, hello, I'm the NHS mental health nurse. I'm here because you're clearly crazy, and you need to be counselled correctly in the right way to think, and not to have that opinion that you're not allowed to have, apparently. And I'm here to sit down and talk to you in a condescending voice to tell you where you're wrong.
If you've got any concerns about your well-being,
No, I'm fine.
So it's all about concerns about his well-being. Oh, Andy, thank you so much for the super chat, mate. Much appreciated. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Honestly, much appreciated.
I'm
so you
fine.
can find it-
So basically, as before we go a little bit further, they think now that he has a mental health issue, that there's something wrong with him mentally because he dares have a different opinion. I know that a couple of people have said it in the chat, but are you as scared as about this that I am? This is so creepy. Why is a mental health nurse turning up to somebody who dares have an opinion? Really?
Out. Sorry.
That's
No,
okay.
because he's just jarring otherwise. You can sit down, mate. It's not an issue.
So my understanding is, now I'm not a police officer, I'm a nurse. So my understanding is, if
So because I've questioned about the church not acting on the behalf of Christians, you're now turning up here with mental health nurses, assuming that I'm some right-wing nut.
And that's exactly what they're not even inferring. That's what they're saying. This is literally unbelievable.
so, no one assumes anything. Can
Well-
I explain my point of view? And you're happy? I'm happy to.
No,
disagree.
that's fine
So-
because I
The video stops there. I mean, it's nice to see that he's brought a cup of coffee, which is the standard thing to do when you're insulting people in this country. It's just unbelievable. I mean, literally, that's absolutely right. You're not thinking right. So take these pills we provide. I mean, you know, this is good for him to remain cool. Exactly. But they've got no right to come and knock his door because he has a different opinion. Because he said that Christians should stand up for themselves and defend themselves for all intents and purposes, they send the police round and a mental health nurse who wants to chat to him about his mental problem. Now, this is just absolutely outrageous. It's also bloody scary that that's what they're going to do now. They're going to treat you as if you've got a mental health issue. All right for everybody else, but for us, mental health issue. Genuinely. And that just, I mean, we've all said it. We've all said it. I'm sure you'll all agree that we didn't really realise that 1984, the book, was actually a hand guide, a manual to how we're going to be treated now. I think that is absolutely disgraceful. There is no way to put it any other way, because I mean, as I said, fair play to him. I'd have lost my shit. I'd have kicked him out. I say, you got nothing to do. You get out of my house. But he did the right thing there because now he's making everybody aware. So those two police officers and that mental health nurse, which is why I asked the poll, do you think the police are impartial? They came in there already with their minds made up about him. That's not impartiality. I mean, they were being pleasant, but there was no need for them to be there. It is not illegal to have an opinion. But apparently now it is. Absolutely right. It's the Weaponisation of Mental Health Act to cut out the courts. Exactly. So what they're going to do? Lock us all up in the mental institutions because we dare have an opinion so we can go and get re-educated? It's just unbelievable. I mean, don't forget, we all saw the attack, which, by the way, YouTube took that video down, the live stream where I covered that. But then after my appeal pointing out the fact that the attack that I put was the one that was streamed on their own platform, they realised that they'd made a mistake because in reality, there was nothing shown. Yeah, we're living in 1984. This is what happens when globalists take over. Absolutely. Welcome, PD Rich. Welcome, Simply Owned Gaming. Welcome, Scrappy Doo. Welcome. I'm just going to go through it. Welcome, Paranormal Channel X. Welcome. Welcome, all of you. Welcome, Mad Max's dog. Welcome to my favourite mop. Nice to see you all here. Thanks very much for joining me. Oh, welcome, Pete. Nice to see you. Almost certainly said to room without darkness. And well, it's just unbelievable. I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad to have everybody here. It's a true honour to have you all here. So we have that where if you have a difference of opinion, you've got a mental health issue. That's what that was saying. And then, of course, we're going to share, obviously, the thing that happened, and which is like the big talking thing, which is, if I make sure that I get the right one, is this incident here, which it's only 51 seconds, and we're going to play through this one. Now, some people say to me, like when I do my videos, when I record them, is stop talking in between the videos. I have to do that, okay? Because if I don't, then I get done for not having fair usage. Thank you for liking and sharing Paranormal Channel X. Much appreciated. So if you watch my videos and I'm doing videos like this and I stop and talk in between them, that's because that's fair usage and I can't get the video taken down. It's as simple as that. Yeah, it's the insane globalists with the problem. We are the carbon that they want to reduce. Just let it with that. So in any case, let's play this, which is absolutely disgusting and shows there is zero impartiality, especially in the Met Police.
You are quite openly Jewish.
Right, you're quite openly Jewish, okay? Yes, so? Is he not allowed to exist then? Sergeant as well. Got his number there, WW377. While these are all protesters walking past with signs calling for his elimination. Just remember that.
Pro-Palestinian marks, right? I'm not accusing you of anything, but I'm worried about the reaction to it.
So I'm not accusing you of anything. Could you please just piss off and leave us alone because you're causing me a problem? I'm not going to deal with the people who are actually causing the problem. I'm going to talk to you. Now he's moved on to another senior rank by the red things.
You can escort it out of this area so you can go about your business, go where you want it freely, or if you choose to remain here because you are causing a breach of peace.
Right. Let's just go back a bit because it's very important. Because you are causing a breach of the peace by standing on a road doing nothing. Okay? They were going to arrest him for breach of the peace for standing in the street in London while everybody walks around him. Well, it's an excuse that's used a lot of times, but I can't believe that not only one, but this is a new officer. He's going to arrest this gentleman for breach of the peace. Okay, because he's causing him a problem while everybody walks around. I mean, look at the eyes of this guy in the background. Yeah, it's unbelievable. His presence there is antagonising. All these bastards in the background, that's not antagonising at all. So this singular man, yep, fearing for your life is now a breach of the peace. So this singular man here, on his own, the little Jewish guy, not mind his own business, he's now a threat. Not all the mad people behind. No, they're all right. Because the police, especially the Met police, protect them. It's like the guy who keeps holding up the sign, Hamas are terrorists. They always arrest them. They arrest him, not anyone else calling. And I have had some comments on the channel. Look, if you're singing the song or shouting the words "From the River to the Sea," which the US Congress have now acknowledged as a genocidal message, you are calling for the death of all Jews. End of conversation. So when people say, I say people calling for the death of Jews, and they're going, you're talking bullshit. I'm not. Okay, that's what it is. But of course, they won't arrest any of them, will they? It's like I caught 3 Palestinians in jail. So just exactly. So, any case, let's carry on. So we can't deal with all of them because we're weak, pathetic, and don't know our jobs. So we'll cart you off instead, which of course all these morons behind, all these wonderful people, you know, the one holding a sign there, yeah, from the river to the sea, right there, that sign calling for the death of the guy that this guy in the middle wants to arrest, but not him, not this guy here, because we can't deal with them. So we're just going to let them do what they want to do. How is that fucking right? How is that right? We can't deal with them. So if you, oh my God. So his presence is antagonising him. Now look, this here, he's shouting scum, scum, scum. Nazi. Yeah? Not arrested. You hold up Union flag, you get it right. Yep. G4S would be more useful than the Shamrock police force. They're not a sham of a police force. They're quite good at doing exactly what they're being told to do. You're an you need to keep going because you might get arrested. He's shouting, "You're a Nazi. We might arrest him." No, for a guy who's Jewish standing on the street doing nothing, he will get arrested for breach of the police. But he can shout, "Nazi, you're a Nazi," and just gets pushed along. Impartial, yeah? Don't fucking think so.
Watching your movement. That's right.
Yeah, I'm watching your movement.
That's right. We're all going to watch your movement.
So that's fine. He's threatening. He's threatening him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doing nothing. That's a threat.
Wait. No, the police ain't going to help you in this scenario.
There you go. The best important thing right at the end of there. Did you catch that? The police ain't going to help you in this scenario. Putting a human being in a tank of piranhas would be antagonising the piranhas too. Well, yeah, clearly. That is the truth. The police ain't going to help you in this scenario. Which is an open threat with police officers standing right next door to him, and they let him do it, so he has to move. Let that sink in for a minute. It's actually said, the police ain't going to help you in this scenario, because we can do on these marches whatever the fuck we want, and there's nothing you could do because the police ain't going to touch us. We can do whatever we want. So the police hear that threat and take the knee. We are on the verge of World War III. This is 1940s occupied. Just happened here in the UK. None of the UK leaders are British or voted in for. Exactly. Exactly. So I'm sorry, but the police have made it quite obvious. One man marched the 20th. That's how it goes in my local area. Crack on, mate. All the power to you. But the simple truth of the matter is, Mark, you know what's going to happen to you, mate. They're gonna come down on you like. I mean, you'll probably get visited by some police officers and a mental health nurse because there you have an opinion. I mean, let's be honest. We all know that the march in London is going to be met with people wearing riot gear. Met Police are one side as usual. Oh no, get ready, guys, because ladies, it gets better, much better. Right, just to let you know, Met Police, when you post something on the internet, it's forever. So, let me see if I can find the right one. Police no longer protect and serve, and they're now completely useless. Welcome to Crook Jet. You're absolutely right. So, any case, the next thing, because obviously, welcome, Angie. It sure feels like that, doesn't it? So, the next thing we get is, I'm going to make sure I get the right one. There it is. This post, which I'll blow it up, which actually says, Metropolitan Police, as promised, we reviewed the video posted yesterday evening by the Campaign Against Anti-Semitism to fully understand the full circumstances. Assistant Commissioner Matt Twist sets out our response below. Right. Now, I've got a little bit bigger so we can see it. Because what he puts is absolutely fucking disgraceful. 100% disgraceful. Right then. There you go. I'll zoom it up so we can all see it. So, this is what they said, and it's the bit at the bottom. The video posted by the Campaign Against Anti-Semitism will further dent the confidence of the many Jewish Londoners which the opposite want. Right. Not just Jewish Londoners, everyone. But in any case, let's carry on. The use of the word openly Jewish by one of our officers is hugely regrettable. Nothing will happen to him, of course, but it's hugely regrettable. It's absolutely not the basis on which we make decisions. Bullshit. It was a poor choice of words, really. And while not intended, we know that it have caused offence to many and we apologise. No one believes you. No one trusts you. No one cares. Okay, because we all know nothing's going to happen to that officer. The issue at the heart of these protests are complex. No, they're not. Contentious and polarising. Well, yeah, because they want all Jews dead. And they want to make sure that our parliament does exactly what they say. Because as it was quite clearly said by the guy at the end of the video, well, let's be honest. Police ain't going to help you in this scenario, mate. Well, when the challenges of public order policing are laid on top of it, it becomes a very difficult environment for our frontline officers to work in. You do fuck all. You just stand there and let them get away with absolutely anything. You're on video there with the guy screaming, Nazi, you're a Nazi, and he gets pushed along, go or I'll arrest you, while the Jewish guy, who's standing there doing nothing, is going to get arrested for breach of the peace. In recent weeks, we've seen a new trend emerging of those opposed to the main protest appearing along the routes to express their views. And what's fucking wrong with that? Oh, yeah, I forgot. You don't like that because you have to protect the protesters. The fact that those who do this often film themselves whilst doing so suggests they must know their presence is provocative, and they're inviting a response, and they're increasing the likelihood of an altercation. So, don't film yourself. Don't film yourself because it's a bit inconvenient for our officers. They're also making it much more likely officers will intervene. Why? They do not do so to stifle free speech or limit the right to protest. Bullshit. You look very Jewish, mate. Why are you standing there? I'll arrest you for breach of the peace. Oh, yeah, it's all right. He's a Nazi. Move along, mate. Move along. Yeah, okay. So they don't do that. But to keep opposing groups apart, to prevent disorder, and to keep the public, including those taking part in or opposing the protest, which you've just said they shouldn't do, safe. That is, after all, our primary role. Now, your primary role is to protect the protesters and to penalise anyone else who dares do anything. Yeah, exactly. Ben, I'll come back to your comment in a minute, mate. I'll star it so I don't forget it. I'll come back to that in a minute, mate. It's up to us to review the interventions and determine whether we're getting the balance right. No, you got the balance wrong. All you care about is the protesters because you're shit scared and you're as weak as fuck. And that's all that matters. Adapting our approach as we do to make sure officers are supported to make the right decisions. No, they're not. Using all the powers available to them, which you don't use against anyone in a protest at all. That guy stood there calling him a Nazi and you didn't arrest him. And he was breaching the peace. But of course, he was breaching the peace on the right side of history. Yeah? Yeah? We will continue to do so following this most recent protest ahead of future events. Assistant Commissioner Matt Twist. Now, that was posted and then very, very quickly deleted. Gone. No more. Vanished. Absolutely gone. Out of the window. Nowhere to be seen. And then we get this, which actually makes things even worse. Let's make sure we get it. Not that one. Not that one. That one. Share. Bring it up on the big screen so we can all see it. Let's do that. There we go. So they then present this, which actually says, earlier we posted a statement about the video released on Thursday evening by the Campaign Against Anti-Semitism. That statement has now been removed. We apologise for the offence it caused. The use of the term openly Jewish for one of our officers is hugely regrettable. We know that have caused offence and we may reiterate our apology. No one believes you. No one has any faith in you. No one trusts you. Your apology isn't accepted. We have reflected on the strength of our response to the previous statements in an effort to point out that the policing of protests would cause further offence. Now, what you actually showed is you're talking out your arses and you don't know. But what you're actually doing with this statement is proving that you're even more weaker than everybody else thinks you are. But in any case, let's carry on. This was never our intention. We've removed the statement and we apologise. Being Jewish is not provocation. Yeah, it is to you lot. Jewish Londoners must be able to feel safe in the city. Well, they don't. In fact, let's be brutally honest. The vast majority of people who live in London don't feel safe because you're a useless police force. Here, proving that you're more wrapped up about worrying about who's going to cause offence to people than anything else. What a load of shit. Our commitment to protect the public extends to all communities across London. No, only certain ones. Only certain ones. It's important that our public statements reflect more clearly than they did today. No, you don't need to make any more public statements. It is blatantly obvious what you mean. Yeah, I'm going to... No, you don't need to go off subject. I will cover it, Ben. I promise. It's true. They're showing their hypocrisy. No, what is, PD, is the fact that they are just seriously more worried about causing offence to people than anything else. My mate said I should grow up. Grow up for what, right? For standing up for your country. Nah. Ignore them. You do what's right. So we have a situation where in the space of 2 videos and now 2 statements, you can see that everybody, you know, that they're no longer impartial. The police have picked the side. They've picked a side, and we're not it. We're just not it. They've picked their side. They're on the side of the protesters. They don't want to have to deal with the fact that they can't deal with it because weak politicians won't deal with it. Those people who speak out about it, of course they have. Now, in reality, as somebody quite rightly said, the simple truth of the matter is when you're talking to a police officer, they're more worried about their mortgages and they'll do whatever they have to do, whatever they're told to do. But the simple truth of the matter is, what happened to conscience? What happened to knowing what's right or wrong? If the police can't know what's right or wrong, if the police can't do the right job, if the police will only pick on one section of society and protect another set of society, how is that fair? How is that right? It genuinely isn't. And by doing what they've done today with those two statements, retracting one and then having another one which is even more pathetic and grovelling, shows that they don't care about anything. All they care about is getting their money. And they have exactly been told who they're siding with. It's just unbelievable. They don't. They're aggressive. Of course they are. Of course they are. It's just... Evening, Colin. Nice of you to join us, mate. Bothers me when every shop, Chibi's now a Turkish kebab shop, and they're doing another shop. It's a barber shop, 3 within 50. Yeah, you watch, mate. How many? You have a look. Yeah, how many of them actually got customers in? Yeah, they're all driving expensive cars. We all know what they're there for. We all know why they're there. It's all about money, isn't it? I mean, it's like I've got just down by us. I've got a shop that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It gets no one in. They all drive around in Mercedes. Yeah. Any case, let's get back to what Ben said, and I have to agree with this. It's just been reported that for some unknown reason, some mental nutcase decided that to douse himself with petrol and set himself on fire because, well, Trump was getting held, is in the courthouse. Play stupid games, win painful prizes. That solved nothing. But this just shows you the lunacy that's going on in the world right now. The left waffer have lost the plot. I mean, if you're going to douse yourself in petrol and set yourself on fire, it's not going to solve anything. They are enforcing Roman law. Well, many people have said this is very much like the same things that happened at the fall of the Roman Empire. You know how corrupt your council is by how many barbers you have in town. Yeah. I mean, I think I've ran just a small walk. I've got 5 within a very short distance. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Does anyone else think the car and ceiling has it? Well, maybe. Look at the Met Police with the hats from. Well, that's absolutely true. Absolutely true. The 15-year-old lad was shocked and upset to watch your post yesterday, child groom. They go, well, it was. I mean, some people have said it was all set up. The thing is, I've seen stuff like that happen in Birmingham city centre on the rare occasions that I go up there because I don't want to come back with ventilation holes all through me. But I've seen it happen. They do it all the time. And that's fine, apparently. That's all right. Well, exactly. That didn't solve anything either, did it? Back in the Vietnam War. It's unbelievable. But I've seen that they do it all the time. They try and convert people in the middle of Birmingham city centre during the day. It's just it is the way that it is. So whether or not that was set up, it does happen. It really does. And we reach. Every man thinks about the Roman Empire. I mean, you're absolutely right, mate. Because that's exactly what it is. I just can't. I'm just annoyed, angry for them to turn around and say, "Don't you dare come and say anything against these lunatics," because We don't want to upset them because I mean, we all know that they're outnumbered. We all know the police are outnumbered. Seduced by tissue. I heard about that. Just madness. This is the world is full of madness now, ladies and gentlemen. You have to agree. The world is insane. It literally is going down the toilet pan. We've got a police force down in London who don't care about anyone else other than what they're told to do, and they're scared because they're going to die. Oh, nice one, mate. Thanks for that. Well done, mate. Lovely. So, to the 5 people who were lucky enough to get memberships, Colin, PD Rich, Michael, and I'm a Slave to No Man, and Mike J were all given memberships. Thanks for doing that, Ben. Much appreciated. Saves me doing it because it's all it's all difficult to do when you're running it in a one-man army, and I'm not used to all this sort of stuff. But nice one, Ben. Thanks for that. Much appreciated, my friend. Thank you. It's just insanity caused by dirty. Well, you can't disagree. I mean, like he did that. Do you all hear the speech where he went, "Do you want to have freedom or democracy? Because that's what America is right now." Yeah, is that? And everybody goes, "Oh, it was." I say thanks to Paz all the time, mate. Because if it wasn't for him shouting my channel out, I wouldn't be here where I am now. And that's the honest truth. The honest truth. And I also like to say thanks to Andy, the Gabby Cabby, for his shout out to say thanks for me standing up for him, which is what we have to do. We all have to stay together and we all have to stand up for each other. And the way Andy had been treated by some people was just outrageous. The simple truth of the matter is, it's our channel. Yeah. It is what it is. You know, but thanks to Paz initially for the shout out, and then thanks very much to Andy as well for his thanks. Yeah, I agree. Andy and Paz are really good lads. I like them. I really do. I like both of them. They're all back in the day. Police who were out in their numbers, not a problem because we actually respected them. I remember back in the day when when I had a beat copper, and God, you had to respect him. Not anymore. Gone are those days. Paz sent me this way. 2 good blokes sit together. Jeff buys cars, sends his best. Nice. Yeah, Jeff buys cars. I just seen him on. That was his last video. Brilliant. It's unbelievable. You do great. Oh, thanks, mate. It's much appreciated. Let's stop it because I'm going to get all embarrassed now. I have to go to Birmingham City once a week. I hate it. I hate going there. So I very rarely go there. As I said, I don't need any extra ventilation holes. Thank you very much. I'm quite happy. I was speaking to Queen Charlotte after this trend the other day. It's like the Western world is encouraging mental health disorder and tell us we're like, well, yes, it's an excuse all the time. Next time, Sadako, next time you will get a membership. I guarantee you next time. I'll write it down and make sure that I don't forget. Okay. England's common law constitutes Britain to have one more country. Absolutely. Jeff as well, extra channel, one man top gear. Correct. Literally. And again, it's another man with just genuine common sense. It's amazing how, I mean, it was watching as we're talking about that. I was watching, Paz and Simon Sideways and that. I was thinking, you know what? The simple truth of the matter is, what they do the best, which is what I'm trying to do here, is to show people that you're not on alone. And you're not on alone. Loads of us think all the same way. It's just unbelievable. Oh yeah, I did a link. Sadako does some great videos. You should nip over to his channel, Sadako24. Awesome videos. He's got some great stuff. Go over there. Another sensible, common sense talking person, which is what we need to do. We need to keep growing this group of people who just use this. This grey thing. Yeah, that's what we need to do. Check out EV Carnage 2. Fate brings us together. It is true. It's amazing how I think it was. I clicked on a Paz video because I thought, he's ex-army. So I thought, fellow ex-soldier, I'll see what he has to say. Listen to him. And then he was talking about Simon Sideways. So listen to him. And then before you realise it, you start realising that they're all people who think the same and you subscribe to them. And then you think, well, hold on a minute. And we all need to get out there and speak. Because the more of us who raise our voices, the more of us who stand here and say this isn't right, like what I've just done now with the police thing, it's not right. How they are now, it's just disgusting. I have to go once a week for work. Who'd want to? Biden said someone in his family got eaten by cannibals. He's lost a plot. Yeah, but the frightening thing is he's in charge. Well, no, he's not. Let's be honest. It's still Obama and his wife. They're the ones who are still in charge, to be fair. Because this is why the world is going where it's going. We're going everywhere because we've just got nothing but weak leaders. Silly, weak leaders who are just leading us towards, World War III, it's all about money for them. Ukraine is about money. It's about money laundering. Yeah, the Israeli conflict down there, everybody's making money out of it. That's what it's all about. That's all they care about. They just care about money. You or I are insignificant. And if it means let's go to World War III, then let's go to World War III because that's what they want to do. It's madness, absolute madness that we live in. And it's hard because what do we do? Because we're going to get jumped on. As I said, when we opened up, doing what I'm doing now and talking to all these you wonderful people here in the chat who are watching and that, we're all clearly need mental health nurses because having a different opinion is mental. They don't want people like yourself and past spreading the truth. They want ill-educated populace of control. Free thinkers cannot be controlled. They fear that. Absolutely. No, mate, you're more than welcome. I love your videos, man. I really, really do. Gobby, Powers, Angry Bentnet, we're starting to see the Heinlein's veterans uprising. It feels like that, doesn't it? But, you don't really need to take my word for it because, you can imagine the level of abuse. Although, I'll be honest, some of it's been quite entertaining. I do dabble every now and again with the haters because I find it hilariously funny. But the hate I'm getting at the moment literally pales into insignificance compared to the hate I used to get when I used to talk about Doctor Who. My God, did I get some death threats there talking about a TV show. And now I'm talking about real life, and I haven't, I've had a couple, that. Thanks, Ben. Nice one. Thanks very much. Yeah, Sadako's a good lad. He really is. Regarding hate. Oh, no, don't regard hate. Hope not hate. Oh, yeah, them bunch of morons that somehow got power. How have they got power? Don't worry about it, mate. It went up. There you go. So you didn't have to do it because. What was it? Stop regarding hate. Yeah, you didn't have to. It's, the simple truth of the matter is, I expect to get. I don't know why it keeps saying retracted. Martin, I can see your comments coming up on StreamYard, but for some unknown reason they're coming off YouTube. I don't know why. Perhaps it's the word hate. They hate the word hate because it's hateful. I don't know. It's the madness of the world. Because YouTube do that a lot. And we're successful. There we go. Regarding hate, the power of silence is far more powerful. Absolutely. But to be fair, every now and again, I just can't help it. I just can't help it. YouTube police. YouTube police. He's done it again. Martin, you're on a terrible thing at the moment. We're hitting the wrong buttons. You hit the wrong button of the poll, and now you can't hit. You're hitting enter before you finish typing, mate. Unbelievable. Oh dear me. But no, we all need to stick together. The world's gone mad. It's absolutely gone insane. It really, really has. It's just unbelievable. It's just wow. Just insane. Absolutely insane. Right then. I'm going to bring this one to a close because I'm running out of things to talk about. I only want to talk about those stupid police. Yeah, well, yeah. I don't know what you're worrying about. Yeah, I'm a Blues fan. You got sausage fingers, haven't we all? On my phone, I'm awful. Ugh, the messages I send to the missus now and again, they make no sense. Every time they change something, we lose our freedom. A vaccine, a woman. Absolutely right, Ben. Nose on. Absolutely nose on. We have common law. We've because we had, shall we say, influences from outside the Roman Empire after they left? Absolutely. I don't need a mental health nurse. I just need a head doctor. I mean, it'd be nice to even get a doctor. I mean, very hard to see a doctor. What's a doctor? Not seen one. Not seen a doctor in a long, long time. It takes too long to get past the receptionist. I'm the same. Fingers too big. Yeah, it's the curse. It's the curse. Really is. Also, have a great weekend, people. Yeah, big love to you all. In any case, I've got to go. My son's sitting over here dying of starvation because he hasn't had anything to eat and clearly wants to show me another video. I mean, he's on YouTube. He does VR stuff, stickbug VR. You doing a thumbnail? Okay, crack on. So I've got to go and feed him. I haven't had anything to eat. As I said to Andy, there are occasions in your life when you find out who your true friends are, the ones who unsubscribe with their true. Exactly. Andy never hid his. Look, if people want to unsubscribe, let them crack on. If a simple advert causes you to walk away, they're not worth it. There's been a doctor since 2017, absolutely. You take care as well. Come on the Wolves on Saturday. Come on the Blues against Rotherham, which will be an interesting one. Hopefully we can win that, even though we're going to get a nice new stadium, apparently. So, awesome. Have a great weekend. Yeah, everyone have a great weekend. I hope you all enjoy this. Thanks very much to... I forgot. Thanks very much to Andy for the £10 super chat. It was much appreciated. Thanks for all of you wonderful, wonderful mother truckers who've been on here and with a fantastic chat. Look after yourselves. Remember to stick together. Keep talking. And fingers crossed, we'll get on the air and do some more videos very shortly. And with that, I'm going to bring it to a close. I'm done. So, as always, till the next one.
Another time, another place, another slice of